We're going to go ahead and get started with today's meeting. Thank you for your patience. This is the Gary Sanitary District meeting. Today is Friday, June 20th. Will everyone please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, next is a roll call to establish a quorum.
Commissioner William Allen,
Present.
Commissioner Ola Morris,
Present.
Commissioner Willie Cook, Commissioner Frida Graves, Commissioner Lawrence Batiste, Attorney Jewel Harris Jr.,
Present.
Executive Director Reagan Hatcher,
Present.
Finance Manager Jerome Foster.
Present.
And that's the end of roll call.
Okay, with 5 commissioners present, we do have a quorum. Next on the agenda will be certification. And I'll just read out loud. Pursuant to Indiana law, section 5-14-1.5 through 6.1, I certify that prior to the start of today's meeting, there was an executive session held, and there was nothing discussed in the executive session that was not indicated on the posted notice. That being in compliance with Indiana statutes, there were no final votes held during the executive session. Does any commissioner dissent? Okay, hearing none, we'll move on. Before the bid opening, we have, I see we have all of our interns here.
Let's go with the bid opening.
Go with the bid opening first? Okay. All right. So next, are there any additional bids that still need to be turned in? All right, we'll officially close the bid.
All right, thank you, Mr. President. We received 2 bids in response to a request concerning a sanitary sewer repair located at 3124 West 19th Place. The first bid received is from LGS Plumbing located in Crown Point, Indiana. Total base bid for LGS Plumbing is $121,500. Again, total base bid for LGS Plumbing, Inc. is $121,500. Next bid submitted is from Met Sewer, located at 1601 Louisiana Street in Gary. Bid submitted by Met Sewer is in the amount of $114,350. Again, the bid submitted by Met Sewer Plumbing and Pumping LLC is $114,350. Mr. President, I recommend that we provide these to staff for further review and recommendation.
Okay. Since there's no motion or action needed, we'll move on. That concludes the bid opening for the sanitary sewer repair at the vicinity of 3124 West 19th Place here in the city of Gary. At this point, is it?
Let's do one more thing first.
Okay. Go on to the minutes? Okay. What is the pleasure of the board for the minutes for the executive session and regular meeting for June 6th?
Mr. Chair, I make a motion that we approve the minutes for June 6, 2025.
Thank you for the motion. Is there a second? Motion's been made and properly seconded. Is there any discussion on the minutes? Okay, hearing and seeing none. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Batiste? Commissioner Graves?
Yes.
Commissioner Cook?
Yes?
Commissioner Morris?
Yes.
Commissioner Allen?
Yes.
The vote is 5 ayes, 0 noes.
With 5 ayes and 0 noes, the minutes for the regular and executive session for June 6th has been approved. Next, we have new business. We have 2.1. Mr. Foster, this is in regards to payroll.
Yes. Want to make a recommendation to correct GSD payroll earnings for period ending April 21st through May 4th, 2025, in the amount of $281,580 $28.19. The reason why there's a correction is the dates, the range was off, so I want to make sure that it's correctly stated.
Okay. And then did that affect the dollar amount as well?
No, it did not affect the dollar amount, just wanted to make sure the date and the range was stated correctly.
Okay, very good. Thank you. After hearing the overview for 2.1, what is the pleasure of the board?
Mr. Chair, I move for passage.
Thank you. Motion's been made. Is there a second? Motion's been made and properly seconded. Any discussion on 2.1 or the motion? Okay, hearing none, roll call for 2.1.
Commissioner Batiste? Commissioner Graves? Commissioner Cook?
Yes.
Commissioner Morris?
Yes.
Commissioner Allen?
Yes.
The vote is 5 ayes with 0 noes.
With 5 ayes and 0 noes, 2.1 has been approved for the corrected GSD payroll earnings. Next, we have 2.2 and 2.3, Mr. Foster.
Yes, we had 3 payroll periods for the month of May. So I make a motion to approve GSD payroll earnings for period ending May 5th through May 18th in the amount of $267,333.97. I'd like to make the same motion to approve GSD payroll earnings for period ending May 19th, 2025 through June 1st. That's in the amount of $276,748.65.
Okay, thank you. We've got overviews for both 2.2 and 2.3 for payroll earnings. What is the pleasure of the board for acceptance of 2.2 and 2.3?
Mr. Chair, again, I move for passage of these two.
Thank you. Motion's been made for acceptance of 2.2 and 2.3. Is there a second? Motion's been made and properly seconded. Any discussion on 2.2 or 2.3? Okay, hearing none, roll call, please, for 2.2 and 2.3.
Commissioner Batiste? Yes. Commissioner Graves? Commissioner Cook?
Yes.
Commissioner Morris?
Yes.
Commissioner Allen?
Yes.
The vote is 5 ayes, 0 noes.
With 5 ayes and 0 noes, 2.2 and 2.3 have been approved. Next, we have 2.4. Ms. Hatcher?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. 2.4 is a request to approve Hoosier Start, the resolution, and this will approve the beginning or the start of our employee deferral compensation plan. It's a program through the state of Indiana that's basically a 457B that gives employees here at Gary Sanitary District the opportunity to save money pre-tax and allow that money to grow till retirement.
All right, thank you for the overview for 2.4. What is the pleasure of the board?
Mr. Chair, I move for passage.
Motion's been made. Is there a second? Motion's been made and properly seconded. Any discussion on 2.4?
Just a question, Mr. Chair. When do you think this will actually be put in motion?
Yeah, so this was our last step. So now we'll just let Hoosier Start know that we're ready to begin, and they'll put us online.
Okay, now, my next question is, has there been a growing interest in having something like this by our employees?
Yes, absolutely. And when I got here, we had some employees inquire if we would ever have this kind of program here, just to be able to save, and especially for our newer, younger employees who are coming on, that gives them a real head start to be able to start in a program that is like this, low fees. We're discussing the opportunity of a match even, so we're really excited.
Okay, can you tell us a little bit about this Hoosier Start program?
Well, Hoosier Start is a company, it's a program through Nationwide. Nationwide provides it to Indiana, the state of Indiana employees, and employees, governmental employees around the state of Indiana. So it's a 457B, and that means that you can contribute up to $16,500 per year. And it will grow tax deferred until you either retire and take it out, or you can take it out early before you hit the retirement age of it's either 63 or 65. And if you do it before then, you do have a small penalty, but it's certainly worth it, especially in our current environment.
Okay.
Any other questions or comments? Okay, hearing none. We'll move on then
The roll
to roll call.
For that number 4 item, I don't recall the motions.
I
For
moved
2.4?
passage. I did move for
Okay.
passage.
All right.
And then
Okay,
it was seconded.
gotcha. All right, thank you. Commissioner Batiste? Commissioner Graves? Commissioner Cook?
Yes.
Commissioner Morris?
Yes.
Commissioner Allen?
Yes.
The vote is 5 ayes, 0 noes.
With 5 ayes and 0 noes, 2.4 has now been approved.
Mr. President, I think we're ready for the interns now.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Okay, that's good. So one at a time, you'll announce each of them?
Yeah, I have some,
Okay.
I have names here. So if I could ask all the interns to stand up, please. And I'm going to read down the list, just wave, let us know who you are. We have Mikal Berry, who is going to Prairie State College for the CNA program. Wave so everybody's. I'm sorry. Damari Cousins, Gary Westside High School graduate. He wants to become an engineer.
All right.
Let's see, Marcus Joyner is absent. Kilamisha Lindsay, Indiana State University nursing major. Camden Matthews, Indiana University, Indianapolis. He graduated with a Bachelor's of Arts in Economics. Jada Matthews, Purdue University Northwest, graduated with a Bachelor of Arts of Economics with a minor in business. Natalie Sims, Fisk University, major biology. She's an intern in our lab. Jordan Smalls, Indiana State University with a major of graphic design. And Jaleesa Walsh, Indiana University. She's graduated with a Bachelor of Arts in Film, Television, and Production.
All right.
And we just want to thank them for choosing Gary Sanitary District to spend their summer, and they've all already been such a help and just addition to each of the departments that they're working in.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Thank
Okay,
you.
thanks, guys.
All right, moving on, next on our agenda, we have claims 3.1. Mr. Foster?
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to approve GSD claim numbers 1246 through 1323 in the amount of $1,392,889.59.
All right, thank you, Mr. Foster, for 3.1's overview. What is the pleasure of the board?
Mr. Chair, I move for passage.
We have a motion for acceptance of claims. Is there a second? Motion's been made and properly seconded. Any discussion on the claims? All right, hearing none. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Batiste? Commissioner Graves? Commissioner Cook?
Yes.
Commissioner Morris?
Yes.
And Commissioner Allen?
Yes.
The vote is 5 ayes, 0 noes.
With 5 ayes and 0 noes, claims in the amount of $1,392,889.59 have been approved. Next, we have information updates. Plant superintendent.
Our plant superintendent is out today unless, and I know Jabez is going to get up with some construction activities, so maybe he can add some things in there.
All right, we can move on to construction activities.
Good afternoon, Board.
Good afternoon.
Everything's pretty much holding steady with all of our projects. We did, for the Lake Street improvements and reconstruction project, we've done the final walkthrough. A punch list is being created for the contractors to go through. There are a few things a few discrepancies that we've noticed that we would like to have fixed. The US 20 Complete Street project, we're still coordinating with the utilities. NIPSCO Gas are having a pre-con meeting to have the gas line relocated, And then the NIPSCO poles still need to be relocated. Those old poles with the old light fixtures on there need to be relocated. So we're pretty much waiting on that. After that is completed, then our guys can get started on the storm sewer repair. And then for the 27th and Chase Phase 3, right now, we're still preparing for mobilization. And then the mobilization is still set and on schedule for July 2025, so July this year. We have 3 projects, or actually 2 projects. The 4427 Kentucky Street has been completed. Right now, I'm still just waiting on the CCTV video for that. We have 433 Arthur Street, that is currently in progress, and then the 35th and MLK, that is currently in progress. And now with the, or at least with the bids that came in for the West 19th, we'll be having that on the docket shortly. So that is everything that I have for our construction updates.
Any comments or questions? All right, just wanted to say thank you, and Lamingo and team for helping out, with the city as they conduct some asphalt repair work, just being there and really timely when it comes to unforeseens that have come up with like drains and manholes and stuff like that, so thank you.
Yeah, that's all collections. I can't take any credit for that. Yeah, I would like to, but yeah, it's all collections.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Looks like next on the agenda, we have a discussion. Are there any items or topics that the commissioners would like to bring up at this time? Okay, hearing none. Are there any requests to speak?
No, sir.
Okay, is there a motion for adjournment?
So moved, Mr. Chair.
Is there a second? All right, thank you. Meeting has been adjourned. This is the Gary Stormwater Management District meeting now. Today, again, is Friday, June 20th. May we please have roll call?
Director William Allen.
Present.
Director Ola Morris. Director Willie Cook.
Present.
Director Frida Graves. Director Lawrence Batiste. Attorney Jewel Harris Jr.
Present?
Executive Director Reagan Hatcher.
Present?
Finance Manager Jerome Foster.
Present.
And that's the end of roll call.
Okay, with all 5 directors present, we do have a quorum. Next on the agenda is certification pursuant to Indiana law, section 5-14-1.5 through 6.1. I certify that prior to the start of today's meeting, there was an executive session held, and there was nothing discussed in the session that was not indicated on the posted notice. That being in compliance with Indiana statutes, there were no final votes held during the executive session. Does any member dissent? Okay, hearing none, moving on to minutes. We have the executive session and regular meeting minutes of June 6th for stormwater. What is the pleasure of the board?
Mr. Chair, I move for passage and acceptance of these minutes.
Thank you. Motion has been made. Is there a second? Motion's been made and properly seconded. Any discussion on the minutes? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Director Batiste. Yes. Director Graves. Yes. Director Cook.
Yes.
Director Morris.
Yes.
Director Allen.
Yes.
The vote is 5 ayes with 0 noes.
With 5 ayes and 0 noes, the minutes have been approved for June 6th. Next, we have 2 payroll items, 2.1 and 2.2. Mr. Foster?
Thank you. Make a motion to approve GSWMD payroll earnings for period ending May 5th, 2025 through May 18th, 2025, in the amount of $9,466.95. I'd like to make the same motion for GST payroll earnings for period ending May 19th, 2025 through June 1st, 2025, in the amount of $9,466.95.
Thank you. So for 2.1 and 2.2, what is the pleasure of the board?
Mr. Chair, I move for passage of 2.1 and 2.2.
Motion's been made. Is there a second? Motion's been made and properly seconded. Any discussion on payrolls? Okay, hearing none. Roll call, please, for 2.1 and 2.2.
Director Batiste?
I don't think he heard you.
Director Batiste? Yes. Director Graves? Yes. Director Cook?
Yes.
Director Morris?
Yes.
Director Allen?
Yes.
The vote is 5 ayes, 0 noes.
With 5 ayes and 0 noes, we have payroll earnings for the periods of May 5th through May 18th, and then May 19th through June 1st, each in the amount of $9,466.95 has been approved. Moving on to claims, we have 3.1, Mr. Foster.
Yes, I'd like to motion to approve GSWMD claim number 74 in the amount of $1,105.
Okay, thank you. What is the pleasure of the board for claims?
Mr. Chair, I move for passage.
Motion's been made. Is there a second? Motion's been made and properly seconded. Any discussion on claims?
Just a question. It says lunch boxes for HHW event. What is HHW event? What is that?
Thank you.
Okay.
Any other comments or questions on claims? Okay, hearing none. Did we already do yeah, we did. Roll call, please.
Director Batiste? Yes. Director Graves? Yes. Director Cook?
Yes.
Director Morris?
Yes.
Director Allen?
Yes.
The vote is 5 ayes, 0 noes.
With 5 ayes and 0 noes, claims in the amount of $1,105 has been approved. Next is information updates. This is for MS4 department updates. Ms. Brenda Scott Henry.
Good afternoon,
Good afternoon.
board and staff and attendees. Your board package for the MS4 program is included, our package for you is included in your board package for review. Hope you've had time to look at that. We held our MS4 team meeting on last Monday. We usually submit that so that you can have time to review. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to respond. In that packet, you will find reports for each of the minimum control measures requirements that we have. We just call them MCMs, 1 through 6. And you just kind of look at those activities to see what's happening there. If you have any questions on that, just let me know. But I don't have much else to report other than us supporting the community, 16 weeks of community summer cleanup, along with, that is facilitated by Director Hatcher, and we're just being there as support, sharing information, providing the supplies for cleanup, as required under MCM 6, and I think we're doing an excellent job out there cleaning up our city, and we're looking for volunteers. So if you know of folks who want to be a part of this, want to help, please reach out to Constituent Services. They have a volunteer pool there, and look online for the outreach materials that we have out there. But yes, we're continuing to work toward our audit, which will look at our construction and post-construction activities. Our inspection team is out there making sure that they look at all of the structural BMPs that are owned and in our inventory for stormwater. We need to make sure that those systems are functioning properly. We don't know exactly what to expect from IDEM, but we know that we are making sure the things that we're responsible for, that we can account for, which we can, because we give you a report every month. That's all I have. You have any questions for me?
Just a thank you, too, for being an ambassador and also helping out with Love Your Block initiative,
Oh, yeah.
being a part of that, and then also providing, some funding as well. Thank you for that.
Yes.
Any comments or questions for Ms. Brenda Scott Henry? All right, thank you. Okay, next on the agenda is discussion. Are there any topics or items that any of the directors would like to bring up at this time?
Now, I'd just like to thank this young lady over here for having gotten our packets out on time.
Oh, not a problem.
With the holiday.
Yesterday was a holiday and she made sure that we got the packets. So
Okay.
just an acknowledgement.
Thank you, Ms. Lee.
You're welcome.
Okay. Any other comments, or, I'm sorry, not comments, but discussions? Or any, well, I guess comments? None? Okay. Are there any requests to speak?
No, sir.
Okay, is there a motion for adjournment? All right, is there a second?
So moved.
All right, thank you. Meeting adjourned.